Well then, carpers, we're back again, but this time I'm doing a night with an old friend of mine, Mr. Sponge. He's a good lad, he's like my brother, absolute sound. So yeah, a bit of a last minute thing, so anxiety's playing up a little bit. I'll be alright once I get in the swim, I reckon. Get the brolly up, a cup of tea on. We'll see what we can do today then, carpers. Like I say, it's afternoon time now, sun's shining. Don't look a bad night for it tonight, down to like 9 degrees I think tonight, so we'll see what we can do. Get back to you soon, carpers, let's have it. Now then, carpers, how's that? First one of the night. Didn't take very long, taking off the baited spot. I'd say upper doubles, nice looking fish, absolutely stunning. We'll spin around now, if she'll let me. Get the other side. It's been a bit lively. No, she don't want to. No, she's not with it. Steady, girl, steady. The best thing to do that is when they start kicking off, to cover their eye. How about that then? Beautiful. Got my man behind the camera tonight, so we'll be having a few between us. My man Sponge. Buzzing that is. On to the next one, carpers. Come on, darling. Buzzing. Carpers, fish number 2. Maybe a smaller. Oh, it's a bit of a smaller on this one. Steady. It's not happy. Fucking hell, mate. Alright. Calm yourself. Have a quick little look at you and then I'll slip you back. Yeah, not bad that. Fucking hell, mate. No. I'll get this one back, mate. Now then, carpers, little update. It's gone dark and what have you now, as you can tell. I've had 2 now. I've just had another take a minute ago, but didn't connect with anything, so don't know what's going on there. But still early in the session, so we'll see what we can do tonight. Like I say, I'm fishing the same as what I have been doing on the previous videos. Emp and boilie, little snowmans over the top, just for that little fleck of colour. Debating putting one on a single pop-up just to see if I can pick up anything a bit bigger. But at the moment, I'm not doing too bad. Like I say, I've had 2 and 1 take that was nothing there. My mate, who's to the right of me, Sponge, he's not had a bite yet. He just keeps getting a lot of liners, a fair few liners as well. So he's definitely got fish feeding over him. We've seen him, but it's just unlocking that code, I guess, at the moment. But no doubt he'll get one. I've got a lot of faith in Sponge. He's a good angler. But at the moment, like I say, I would pan round and show you the swim, but let's see if we can actually, if it'll work. There we go. I've got a bit of flash action. But yeah, that's where we're sat at the moment. It's flat calm out there. Absolutely lovely. Excuse me, breath in front of the camera, it's a little bit chilly. But yeah, carpers, we're out here, we're doing a little bit. I look like Shrek with his green light on, but you know, Shrek's better looking than me anyway. I don't give a shit. I'm nearly 40 years old, man. My days of them sort of days have gone. But as long as we're out on the bank, who cares what we look like? Hey up, we're away. Live. Yeah, carpers. How about that? That was a live take. While I was doing that little bit of a clip for you then. This is the one that ripped off. Lovely little fish. It'll be a nice fish when he's older. Got the frame for it. Absolute coming together tonight. Still early on in the session, but we're getting amongst a few. I'll spin around if she'll let me. Steady Dale, steady. How about that? That's the other side. Not the biggest in the world, but more than welcome. Let's have a few more. Steady, steady girl. Away she goes. Beautiful. There we go, carpers. 23 pound 4 ounces. Fish number 4. One take that there was nothing there, but this is one I've not seen for a while. Fish known as black eye. She's put a little bit of weight on. She was 21, 22 now. She's 23, 4. Looking absolutely amazing. Looking really well. Yeah, we're still early into the night yet. I think it's only about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. I'll spin around now. Let's have another look at the other side for you. She lets me. Steady girl. And when people have got the white lights on, that's what tends to freak them out in the night. But if you get them that start freaking out, just cover their eye up for a second. He says, nope. Alright, girl. Alright, love. Let me have a little look at you and then we'll get you back where you live. Nope, she said no to what? Being camera shy. Right, steady girl, steady girl. Steady. Steady girl. Nope. Making me look like a right amateur here. It's the warm hands on the cold fish, that's what it is. Nope. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on then. Let's have a little look at you. There we go. 23 pound 4 ounces of absolute beautiful carp. Doing well at the moment with these 20s off this lake. And they're not even scraper 20s either, so yeah, 23 pound 4 ounces. Fish known as black eye. Not seen her for a while. She's looking really well. Definitely going to be a big fish when she's a bit older. Get her back in the sling. Out forward in. Let's give her a little minute to get her breath back. And away she goes. Thank you very much. Well then, carpers, a little update. It's about midnight now. I've had 6. I've just lost, well, about an hour ago, lost a decent fish, so I'm absolutely gutted. Plodding on a tight line, just stalemate as soon as I hit the rod. You could tell it was a better fish, it just didn't want to move, it just plodding, kiting off to the left, up into the bay to the side of me. Hook pull, but I suppose it happens. But yeah, I just thought I'd give you a little update. I'm saying I'm going to try and get an hour's kip now if I can before the rain starts. But I'm not doing too bad, carpers. I'll try and cover a few bits in the morning with you if I can. Well, weather providing. Like I say, I'm only in the brolly tonight. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Get back to you soon. Well then, carpers, like I say, just after midnight now. But you know, you get that sickening feeling that you've just lost one of the better ones in the lake. It's absolutely grating on me now. I feel absolutely wounded. I feel like I've just lost the winning lottery ticket. I know obviously they're not massive in this lake, you know what I mean? They're not going to break the PB, which I know that probably sounds big-headed, but it's just how it is, you know what I mean? But the amount of fish I've had, people probably say, oh, it's easy, it's easy. It's not easy at all, you know what I mean? I've got my mate literally in the next peg to me here, who's a good angler, he knows what he's doing, you know what I mean? He is a good angler. My mate Sponge, I mean, he's like a brother to me, this lad is. We've been through a lot of fishing times, you know what I mean? We were unstoppable at one point on these waters. But like I say, he sat here, he got down here before me. And he's been sat here all day, mate, and he's not even had a fish yet. And he's literally the next peg to me, probably fishing, what, 80, 100 yards away from where I'm fishing. And he's not had a bite yet, bless him. But I know it'll come good for him because he knows what he's doing. So he'll get a couple in the morning, I reckon. But at the moment, it's pretty quiet for him. I say I've just had my 6-1, probably half an hour or so ago now. I've not put any more spoms out after this one, which that could be a bad thing because they do group up in here, and if they move off you, then they'll move off you and they won't come back. Not till another group of fish comes across you. But I'm just, like I say, I'm just absolutely wounded at the minute that I pulled out of that one. And like I keep saying, I seem to be losing a lot of fish at the moment, and I just can't understand why. The rigs are bang on, my hooks are bang on. I'm using my cranks now rather than the long shanks. And I'm a stickler for sharpening my hooks because I know that definitely gets you more bites. Spending that little bit of time just making sure them hook points are absolutely razor sharp. Couple of like go overs with the file. It's just, I can't understand it. I really can't. I know the fish in here, there's a lot of fish in here with bad mouths. And everybody loses them, don't they, at the end of the day. Nobody lands every single bite that they get. I don't care what anybody says. But yeah, it's just, I feel a little bit gutted. I've pulled out of that one. I'm just debating putting maybe a single pop-up a couple of inches off the deck and trying to pick one of them bigger ones up that way, which has done me well on here in the past, doing things like that. But I don't know. We're having a go, carpers. It was a last minute decision to come tonight anyway, you know what I mean? It was just, mate rings you up, says, oh, I'm going fishing, you up for it? I was like, don't know. I had a bit of an argument with myself, as you do. He rung me up, said there's hardly anyone on. I thought the lake was going to be packed, which is why I tried to avoid it. But when he said, oh, there's hardly anybody on, I said, well, how many are doing the night? He said, from the look of it, just me. And that was it. Then the gear was in the car and I was on my way down. But yeah, we're here, carpers. We're doing a little bit. Probably boring you with these videos every couple of days now, but I've just got that little bug at the minute for me fishing, which I've not had for over 12 months, you know what I mean, with suffering with the PTSD and the anxiety. So I'm starting to get that little bug back, probably at the worst time of year. Well, it's a good time of year for me, I like this time of year. But yeah, we're out here, we're doing it. So if you're liking these videos, give us a like, give us a subscribe, it's much appreciated. I'll try and keep the content coming for you, but onto these, let's see if we can get some of these big ones. Well, good morning, carpers. What a quiet night that was. Never had another bite after that one just before midnight. Like I said, I didn't put any more spoms out, which was, I said, was going to be a bad thing, didn't I? Because like I say, they can move off you in here, and I think that's what they've done. But got up this morning, cup of tea on, rod's back out, refreshed, couple more spoms over the top, see what happens. But like I say, the conditions today are absolutely bang on. I'll give you a little look at this. It is blowing an absolute hoolie, 40 odd mile an hour gusts, I think, coming straight over the top, and it looks absolutely bang on. I've dropped the rod tips down, obviously because of the wind. Don't want to fish back leads really. I do like using my back leads when I'm fishing a tighter line, but as you probably noticed from previous videos, I do fish slack lines. I'm only fishing here about 80 yards, but even at that range I still think slack lines are better. I think slack lines definitely get you more get you more bites, due to obviously everything being pinned down. And people say, oh yeah, but the fish can move so far before it registers, and once that hook's in that fish's mouth, that hook is in that fish's mouth. Hey up, single bleep on the left hand rod. Go on then, let's have another live take. Go on, Mr. Carp, let's have you. After that loss last night and that good one, it'd be nice to get one of the big ones this morning. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, slack lines. I use slack lines in 80% of my fishing. On waters like this anyway, where there's no weed, there's no snags, there's no real danger of using slack lines. If there was snags, and obviously yeah, I'd fish a tighter line. Weed, I'd fish a tighter line. But yeah, on this sort of lake, it's like it's silt and clay. So you look for them little areas where you get a drop on the lead, and that's where you put your bait. And I personally think, well, I know that when you start fishing lakes like this, which are quite barren, if you think of it in that sort of, they've got little dips and humps and little bowls on the bottom and all sorts that you can look for, but your bait then becomes the feature. When you're spomming and you make sure your spomming's accurate, that's when your bait becomes the feature, and the fish will come in, they'll hone in on it, they'll absolutely hoover it up, take advantage of how many bites you can get in that time, because like I say, they can move off you just as quick, which I think these moved off me a little bit last night, maybe when this wind kicked in. I think the wind kicked in probably, it started kicking in about 2 o'clock this morning. Sat up having a listen, didn't hear anything boshing, thought right, so got my head down for a little bit, not very long, like, couldn't get comfy on the old bed chair last night for some reason. I think it was that one that I lost was playing on my mind. But yeah, definitely this morning it looks good for a bite or two. Whether it happens or not, I don't know. I'll probably give it another few hours yet anyway. I've got about 5 or 6 spoms left, so it'll be 2 spoms after every bite now if I get a bite, just to try and keep them interested, keep them in the area. The lake's still quiet, no one's really turned. I think there's one other angler that's turned up this morning a bit further down my bank here, obviously on the back of the wind. Sitting in the teeth of this wind today, you'd be struggling I think to get line lays and things like that. But I think this is what a good time of the year for carp fishing for that reason, because for one, it keeps the little snowflakes away, the little butterfly anglers that only come out when the sun's out. You know what I mean? The ones that think, oh, the sun's out, I've got to go and get a crate of beers, I've got to go and sit on the bank. No, that's not fishing. That's not fishing. This is fishing. When you see these, well, you can hear the wind. You know what I mean? The brol is wafting and all sorts of, it's giving it some. This is carpe. This is what you want. For a big lake, what's this, about 14 acres, something like that, 15 acres. This is what you want. These are the conditions that you need in your favour. You get these conditions, you get your baits right, you get your spot right, you get your baiting up right. It's only a matter of time before them rods rip off. So yeah, we'll get back to you soon, carpers, if we get one. Well then, carpers, not much more to report. 7 fish, lost that what felt a good fish last night. Typical big fish battle, well, I'd say big fish, but decent fish battle. Staying solid on a long line, kiting, just nodding its head very slowly, not trying to shake its head around like these smaller ones tend to do. But yeah, it's the weather's not too bad. Well, it's good conditions for carp fishing, but not very good now when you've got to go home and dry all your fucking gear out. But it is what it is, I suppose. I've had a few fish, so for a last minute night session as well with my mate, like, unfortunately he blanked. So the fish have either definitely been in front of me, or I think I'm just on a little bit of a roll at the minute. I've just got that little bit of a look behind me at the minute, a bit of lady luck I think at the moment, which won't last forever, it never does. We all have these times, don't we, where we can't seem to go wrong and then all of a sudden we can't seem to get it right. But at the moment, not done too bad. I've had a fair few fish over the last couple of sessions, so I might start slowing the videos down a little bit now. But I am going to do a video this week when I make up some pop-ups ready for the winter. Get them made up now, get them drying, ready for the winter. I might do another day session this week as well, weather provided. I've just been and had a look at a swim that no one tends to fish at all. It's not been fished for a long time in an area of the lake where I'm convinced a few of the big ones are holding up. So yeah, I'm definitely going to think about a session in there this week. So yeah, if you've liked my videos, obviously I seem to be going over the same things and a lot of talking, and which I know is not what a lot of people want to see, but I will try and cover some more aspects for you, some more rigs, some baiting, things like that. It's just hard to do, like I say, when I'm videoing with a phone and a tripod and it's trying to get everything right. But yeah, I'm enjoying making them, so if you're enjoying watching them, give us a like, give us a subscribe, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram. I will set up a Facebook one now as well, so I can start posting a few bits more on there and things. So, but yeah, be much appreciated if you want to give me a follow and a like. But on to the next time, carpers.